Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode two. So I thought it's basically the same day, guys. The same day, guys. I'm gonna make a. I thought make a quick another podcast because this is basically a niche free for all. I mean, it's a free buffet. So it's by all means, if anyone wants to take over this niche. Plus, I like doing this. Like this is something I can easily can talk about for hours. And I'm not by no means an expert or I'm not an analyst or anything. I mean, I'm more into like the holistic stuff, sports psychology, the mental aspects, confidence, those aspects. Like I'm good at the gestalt, I guess. But yeah, I won't be able to tell you the different nuanced variations of the spin bowling and like off spin and the. So I was gonna talk about this upcoming Zimbabwe series. T20 is gonna start off at here local time 4 a.m. So I have to wake up at 4. The T20 is gonna be Harare Sports Club. I think I was checking out the ODI scores. A lot of 300s are scored there, so have been scored there. So it's gonna be like a good batting top. I think this is gonna be good practice for Bangladesh actually. Nazimuddin. So I was thinking of people like talent like Shomo Sharka, Nazimuddin. Why did they die off all of a sudden, like wilt and wither away for no reason? Like Shomo, I think he wasn't good. Like Liton, I think he'll be a recurring guy. He's pretty much um he learned not to throw away his wicket. The value of not throwing away wicket, just like Tamim learned the hard way. And Tamim, I think after his last hurrah at the Caribbean, I think that's why he decided to drop the resignation bomb. But yeah, we should have. I mean, as a fan, I did not enjoy the West Indies tour because even though we won especially the ODI, because I mean you want to see a full strength squad and you want to see them play like perform, like you don't want to see perpetual experimentation. You want to finally see the real treat, like the World Cup treat basically. Like see, as a fan I never got my high of watching the Indian cricket batsmen or England, and like how the way they play, like the fearless cricket, ruthless cricket, like where they have the confidence. They know, like when Sehwag and Gambhir was playing, like 166 for zero, it wouldn't be uncommon. And like I mean, they know they can just go on and on. Like especially remember that game where Sehwag batted Bangladesh out of the way, out of the World Cup. Was it Sehwag? It was Sehwag, yeah. It was before Rohit's era, I guess, like mini era. So yeah, we never got a chance to see Bangladesh play like that, like with a full strength squad, come and Tamim, Liton, and then I don't know, Mushfiku or Shaki Mushfiku, or actually they might use another opener. So whoever it was, it could be Tamim, X Factor, Liton, Mushfiku, Shakib, um, Riyadh, and probably Afif. Afif, I love Afif for some reason. I love the style of batting, and then we have Miraz, so that's eight. Miraz, and I don't know, like depending on the situation. So only three more left. So take Mustafizur on like if you like take on like a general like a World Cup ODI match. And then I don't know, probably Taijul and two seamers. I don't know, Tuskin. So yeah, we still don't know what is our best of the best, maximized, optimal performing squad. I mean, we still haven't seen them play, and it's, you cannot just you know keep tweaking within it like all the time. You have to settle down in the core team and just let them build on it. Let them get to know each other. Like you know, like we have too many talents, and yeah, like I mean so much competition, and it's only 11 spots and well 15 spots, but you still have to work with like remember like India's best when the India won the World Cup, they had a core team, and you just like even Sri Lanka before 1996, like before the sudden appearance, they had a core team that built up to it. You always see, this is what I mainly was going to talk about. Vox populi. I first heard the phrase in a Sherlock Holmes book, Vox populi, Vox Dei, voice of the people is the voice of God. Yeah, yeah, at the same time, which is basically means voice of the people, like trust the common voice, right? Like so, but at the same time, if someone is jumping off the bridge, you don't want to jump off the bridge. If everyone's jumping off the bridge, you don't want to jumping off the bridge. But if a bridge is burning and everyone's moving running away from it, you want to do the same thing unless you want to be a hero or something. But the point being, sometimes the common sense, the hoi polloi of the mass, the lay people, whenever they say something, they clamor about something, it usually tends to be true. Whenever they want it, I was browsing through all the channels, Bangla channel, Shomai TV, and all whatever. Like what was the other one, Kalaju, and they wanted Ashraful back in the test. Who knows? Maybe if everyone wants people that wants that, I guess the mango crowd, to use a pejorative term, they crowd intelligence has more. I'll trust the crowd intelligence more of not putting my finger in an egg beater than some random wacko it's saying, "Oh no, I don't agree with it." But whatever. The point being, so common sense, common common census is that Bangladesh is doing the momentum is building up in terms of ODI. It's up there in in the Super League table, and there was actually an article on it on ICC page how Bangladesh rose to the top. Actually, it was in 2021 after I think clearing Zimbabwe and West Indies, and they won the series against Sri Lanka and South Africa. So in Bangla we call it Abhash, right? So we get the Abhash before they come that what is gonna be morning shows the day, how the storm is coming. I mean you can tell it. So obviously we have no chance in this. I think in the Tri Nation we'll be at the bottom, or probably if you're lucky at the second, but that makes no sense, like three-team playing. And we'll probably you know win majority of the games against Zimbabwe, but Tri Nation will suffer and the World Cup will get. I don't know about the Asia Cup. I didn't even know that there was Asia Cup. I was looking at this Saifuddin video on, I think it's one of the Bangla channel news channel, and how he wants to make a inroad through Asia Cup. So I think, and there was another guy who failed the doping test, but I don't think he's that. He was not that. I don't think he's like any trailblazer or anything. Like yeah, so all these talents come and go. Like right, I mean, remember all these one-hit wonders. We have too many soldier boys and Ray Shrimmer type of players in our team who just blew up once, and I mean, oh my god. So I'm just rambling, I know, and I'm just scraping for content right now. Actually, that's the thing with this kind of podcast. Like, it's like, um, so basically, I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I don't want to kill your time any longer than I need to. And I'm will probably be given some chances in Zimbabwe and Leton. So yeah, we never had any core team. We never got to see a like a good run of a core team that build up to something. I guess I don't know. When was the? I don't think we ever had that kind of scenario where, and because we never won any tournaments. I mean, it's like before England won the World Cup, even New Zealand actually, they were like you knew that they're going to take the trophy even before India won the World Cup. They're going to take the trophy because of the track record. So Bangladesh kind of maintaining that in ODI, but in 2020 is going to be woeful. Um, Tests obviously I mean it makes no sense to even talk about tests. So I think yeah, like so now Bangladesh knows is master basically at low spinning track with army of SLAs and Mustafiz cutters at Mirpur like defending. Bangladesh is a team, and that's another thing. Like on the other hand, on what in terms of wickets, I know Bangladesh. I know like they have the confidence that they can make a breakthrough at any moment of the time. So be it is based on the pitch. Even on other type of pitches, Bangladesh can make the early breakthroughs. That's one of the key strengths. But in batting, I know there was never there are very very few occasions where it would be like 100 or 240 like something, because like they're just not good at it. There's no depth. There's no the opening order is brittle, and sometimes, yeah, like, I mean, and we don't know who's our third player. Who's like if Shaki plays, Mushfiqur doesn't play, blah, vice versa. And would have a strength hitters. All these new players, Mossadegh, Miraz, they're passed off as all rounder Saifuddin, but they can hold a, they can carry a tune, as Joker said, even if life depended on it. I don't know why I had to insert that obscure, not obscure, like the weird reference. I don't know. So, yeah. Yeah, as much as there's confidence in the bowling, there's zero, like, like in 10 over, it's gonna have something like 43 for 3, 56 for 6, or whatever, like, especially depending on the strength of the opposition. But um yeah, but on the other hand, with bowling, you have the confidence that Bangladesh can break through anytime, especially with Sakib. It's like he is like a wild card, like not a wild card, like that, like the X, not even X Factor, like what do you call that? Yeah, like a Joker, like a X Factor, wild card, like the trump card basically. Because anytime he bowls, like a wicket might fall, and so even with people like Miraz. So we have that kind of confidence and certainty in bowling, especially in favorable conditions, but never in batting. We could never boast that, yeah, boundary batting is something to, it's a good solid standard. It never was. It never was, and we're experimenting too much. Um, yeah. So, or as I was saying before this long-winded detour, we need to make more. If we're gonna play more ODI, so be it. But make sure it's played on a good, solid, like bouncy track of the foreign conditions, whatever that means. See, there's a difference between watching cricket on TV, on the internet, and just actually being a cricketer at home. Things like bouncy cricket, flat track, all this, the edge, the tears on your ball, death over. All these are meaningless. It's abstract. This makes no zero difference. The pitch conditions, but when you're actually playing. But what happens is some people who actually play the game and try to bring that when you're watching, when you should just be watching, and just when you're like, yeah, like, I mean, you can't fret over every ball. I mean, when you're watching live by live commentary, like, anyways, that's a different topic. So I think I'll keep my podcast, so-called podcast, like 15 minutes only. It takes a long time to upload and transfer, and people don't want to hear me ramble on for too long, anyways. So, what's your expectation for the Zimbabwe series? I say now the expectation has risen. Now I want to see more of the good, solid batting performance where rock solid were like 300s, and the 220. I don't think they can cross. They'll be lucky to cross 160, 180s, that kind of. But just where you leave no doubt in opponent's mind who the boss is. I want to see that kind of performance from Bangladesh. Peace.